Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. Today we're going to do a little experiment and we'll be testing the durability bonus from Civil Engineer Armor. So Civil Engineer Armor actually has two set bonuses. I don't care about one of them. So 10% chance of 150 fire damage to melee attackers. I don't care about that. That's not really relevant to what I'm looking for. Weapons break 35% slower, and that is a bonus you get from having all 5 pieces of your armor being Civil Engineer. Now this comes about because this character, as a ghoul, I use black powder weapons exclusively and they break really quickly. And even with Gunsmith 3, they still break really quickly. And so my thought was maybe the Civil Engineer bonus on top of Gunsmith would actually make it so I'm not having to repair my weapons in the middle of an event, which often happens. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to switch out of the Civil Engineer. We've got some just regular combat armor equipped. And you can see right there, our Civil Engineer bonus is gone. And normally I would be running Gunsmith rank 3, which guns break 50% slower with that perk. We've got that unequipped at all. So what we're gonna do is we'll just use the base with nothing helping out. And just double checking, I don't have any scout banners or anything either, because there is one of the scout banner effects is that can actually randomly repair your weapon, which obviously wouldn't help with the test, but I have no scout banners going. And the weapon I'll be using in this, it is quad with VATS enhanced, faster reload. Black powder, I have it repaired to exactly 100%. I did that at a workbench repair. So we're going to be starting from 100%. And the way the condition works is that every time you hit an enemy and do damage, that will wear out the weapon. So shooting into the sky and hitting nothing, you could do that forever and it's not going to affect condition. It is just when you do damage to the enemy, the weapon condition takes a hit. And the way we're going to do it is just count the number of shots and see what the difference is from here. We're actually going to run it 3 different ways. We're going to start with just the no cards, no set bonus. We'll add in the set bonus to see what difference that makes. And then we'll combine the set bonus with Gunsmith 3 and see what difference that makes as well. And you can see up in the upper left-hand corner, we got a little green number there. That will be the number of shots. That's how I'm going to track this. And only hits. That's one of the reasons why I have VATS hit chance on the weapon. And I'm also going to shoot the same enemies over and over again. So we're going to start with, or we're just going to do Scorched. I think that's not, nice, consistent. Shoot the same enemies over and over again. And try not to do critical hits so we can increase the counter there. So there's 1 hit on an enemy. And we'll find some more. And probably what I'll do is I'll just speed through this so you don't need to see, me go through and shoot every enemy, because this could take a minute. Okay, so we've cleaned out, we've hit 7 shots so far. So yeah, we're about halfway. So about 7 shots has taken half the thing, but we're gonna keep going until the weapon actually breaks. All right, so there we go. It was 14 shots. So that 7 was an actual good representation of how many hits it takes. So this thing breaks in 14 shots. Not that many. I mean, 14 bullets, that's not going to get you through. Typically, it would not get you through an event. So, but that's our baseline. So we're going to reset the world and try it again. Our Civil Engineer armor is now equipped. So you can see weapon breaks 35% slower. I'm not exactly sure how to translate that. I don't know if that means we'll just be able to do 35% more shots, which means we'd be able to go to 19 from 14, or how that's going to translate, we will find out. I still do not have Gunsmith equipped, and the weapon has been repaired at the workbench to exactly 100%, and our counter has been reset to 0. So let's go shoot the same enemies and see what we get. All right, so we've cleared the first area, so that's another 7 shots. And without Civil Engineer armor, it was 50% condition. Now we're about, what was that, about 67% condition, something like that. It looks like about a third is gone. So it's definitely making a difference. So weapon degradation is actually a function of how much damage you're doing. So I probably should have used a dragon because it even does more damage, so it would even break quicker. So it'd be just a quicker test. All right, so we're at 19 now. I'm guessing one more shot is going to be the breaking point. Okay, it's not. So it's not 35% more shots. There we go. So 21 shots. So okay. So the way that worked out is 35% slower breakage equals 50% more shots we could shoot. So that's actually not too bad, but it is obviously making a difference. Okay, fresh server. We've got Civil Engineer armor equipped. I've got Gunsmith 3 equipped. The weapon has been repaired at the workbench to exactly 100%. And our counter has been reset to 0. So let's see what that combination does in terms of durability. Okay, so here's the condition check after that. Wow, we've taken out a little bit of it. I don't even know what that is. Maybe 20% of it. So yeah, that's that combination definitely making a difference. So if that really was 20%, I don't know if it was, I'm just eyeballing it, but if it was 20%, that'll give us in the neighborhood of maybe 35 shots, something like that. So that's my estimate, is what we're gonna end up is 35. Let's see how close I come. Just doing a condition check here. We're at 26 shots, and yeah, I'd say we're probably on track for about, what my original guess was. I would say 35 is about where we're going to end up. Okay, we're at 38, so 35 was probably not there. Looks like we'll probably get to, I'm guessing 40. I'm guessing one more shot is going to be it. Nope. All right, so there's 40. Scorch Beast flying overhead. I can't be out of Scorch. There's way more Scorch here than this, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Nope, all right, so that's 41. And there we go. 42 is the number. Okay, so it's exactly, okay, so that does tell me. So the condition bar is a combined thing. So for me, I found that interesting. So the condition bonuses actually do stack in the best way possible. We had 14 as a base with nothing helping it out. And then once Civil Engineer armor was added in, that took us up to 21. So 35%, breaking 35% slower means you're getting 50% better condition, at least in the case of the black powder rifle. I don't know if this would translate that way in every single weapon case. Obviously, I can't, I could, I guess. I could spend the rest of my life testing every single weapon. But then when we add in Gunsmith 3, where weapons break 50% slower, it doubles what we're getting with the Civil Engineer armor. So we go from 21 to 42 shots. So they do stack in the best way possible. And they actually do work. They work in concert. So I think that's actually really good. But I found this test interesting. Hopefully you did too. If so, please hit one of the buttons, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.